Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Oliver Racing here with some WWE 2K18 My SummerSlam 2018 predictions for the Intercontinental Championship. You got the challenger, the contender, Seth freaking Rollins against the reigning and the defending champion, Dolph Ziggler. So, Dolph Ziggler is your reigning Intercontinental Champion in this match. But also, as you probably can see, in the left of each man, they have two men in their corners. Seth Rollins as his former Raw Tag Team Champion partner, also a member of the Shield, Dean Ambrose, a returning member to the Raw roster after a long injury. And we also have Dolph Ziggler's. In Dolph Ziggler's corner, he has the Scottish psychopath, Drew McIntyre. But, ladies and gentlemen, what is going to go down at SummerSlam? It's not that long away. Well, look at this. We're going to say and pretend it says burn it down, because you know what, if 2K18 waited a little bit longer to come out, they would have got the ultimate Seth Rollins. They would have got it right. But, yeah, you know, it was kind of like a while into the cycle, but it's kind of sad that they had all this investment in Rollins into 2K18, and with playing 2K18, com versus com, see who comes out on top. But real talk, 2K18, not a bad game. It's not a good game, but it is a decent game. And we've got the cover star here, Seth freaking Rollins. But they could have waited a little bit longer before kind of making the game. So you could have got the Burn It Down t-shirt in there, you could have got the Burn It Down theme, could have got the Burn It Down thing, but you know, that was the theme of the whole trailer. And Seth Rollins had a good lengthy run with the IC title, in my opinion. It was good. And he's officially now Grand Slam Rollins. So, does that change my opinion of this match? Yes, it does, with good reason. But I'm going to tell you why. Now, before I tell you why, we're going to talk about this next man. Dolph Ziggler, look at that. It's an Intercontinental Championship around his waist. You know it, the fans know it. But look at that title. Dolph Ziggler wearing that very closely around his waist. Doesn't want to lose sight of it. It was a long time coming. But either way, whether that belt's on the line or not, but it certainly is today, and it certainly is on this match, you can expect a show between both men. Great athletes, great sports entertainers, if you will, great wrestlers. Both men, even the men at ringside. And you gotta bet that they will play a factor at ringside. You gotta imagine it's gonna happen. So, let's go. Are we ready? Seth Rollins from Davenport, Idaho, raising his arm, thinking he's got the victory. He's like, "Yay, I've got this." But look at the determined look in Ziggler's eyes. Like I said, now not holding it tightly around his waist, holding it tightly around his shoulder, like a true champion. But Dolph Ziggler, looking at maybe for the last time here at SummerSlam, but just throws it back over his shoulder. But of course, he does have to hand the title over to the ref, hasn't he? Indeed. But look at this. Ref now showing Seth Rollins what he has lost and what he has to do to reclaim, rebuild, redesign and claim that Intercontinental Championship. That's what the men are fighting for. That belt right there. One of the richest titles that WWE has to offer. But ding ding, the bell has rung. Well, so we're going to talk now about who I think is going to win and who I want to win and the reason why behind it. So that's what I do in every prediction. Maybe it's a bit long-winded that way, but I want to get my point of view across as a fan of somewhat of the product, but also share my predictions and reason behind them. So bear with me. So this match, you got Seth Rollins against Dolph Ziggler. Like I said, two great athletes, two great sport entertainers, two great wrestlers, alright? And then you got Dean Ambrose and you got Drew McIntyre at ringside. And now, this is interesting because originally, my verdict was I wanted Dolph Ziggler to win. And I thought he was going to win. Because the simple reason being Drew McIntyre will cost Seth the opportunity. You see? Right? But now this is where it's got me. Since, if you've not seen last week's Raw, make sure you go and watch that. But you should know, if you're going into this match, watching this match, you know that Dean Ambrose returned. And now, you see, that's prompted me to believe and reverse my decision. And I do think, I still want Dolph to win. Personally, I want Dolph to retain the Intercontinental Championship. He deserves a good run. He deserves a solid run. Because Seth Rollins was already Grand Slam champion. He's Grand Slam Rollins. So he's done that. Like, that's good to him. He's been United States champion. He's been WWE champion. Dolph hasn't been WWE champion. He's been World Heavyweight champion. Not WWE champion. But I think this will be a good way. So, Dolph has his calling card. But now that Dean Ambrose has been thrown into the mix, right? I don't think that Dolph is going to walk out Intercontinental Championship. And the reason why, I have a good reason behind that. Get in the ring. Both guys need to get in the ring. Oh, both men. All the punches. Oh. Oh, now. Needs to get back in that ring. Is he going to end in a double count out? Not like this, surely. Oh, no. Oh. 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 Dolph needs to get in a ring. Seth can't have this end in the double count out. Oh, that was close. I think the ref was on 8 or 9 there, but anyway. I thought that was going to be it. Oh, but look at this super kick fight. Oh. Dolph Ziggler, no stranger to super kicks. Oh, zigzag! That could be it. Oh, Dean Ambrose looking on. Who? Oh, Seth Rollins raising that shoulder. Very last minute. Very last minute, or second technically, but jeez. So as I was saying, why I think that Seth is now going to win. It's because, he's got Dean Ambrose. And that's it wouldn't make Dean Ambrose look good if he returns just to be in the corner of the guy who loses. That makes no sense, because Dean is popular, so is Dolph. But to have the crowd behind Seth Rollins and Dean, but this is where I think this is going to be a little bit treacherous, shall we say. So Seth Rollins wins. He's having the time of his life. And I just have this hunch, this recurring hunch, that Dean's going to attack Seth. Just like Seth did originally attack Dean Ambrose in the Shield, when they originally broke up for the first time. So, and I think that is good because that gets Dean his lunatic kind of thing, unpredictable. Because many people might see it coming, some might not. But these guys, then you can have the promo package that these guys used to be former Raw Tag Team Champions together, how much they shared together, but they've had a rivalry in the past, sure. But you want to put Dean Ambrose back on the map. You want to put him in a strong picture. So him turning on Rollins, because Seth Rollins never really got his upper commandments as far as I'm concerned with betraying the Shield. Yeah, sure, they wasted a few more times of like, how do I put it? Oh, the buckle bomb. Like trying to get things going, like slowly drawing the Shield together again. But I never thought there was never much like in the way of Dean Ambrose. They kind of like phased out and started their own singles career. But I think Dean wants to make a big impact, and I think, or this could go another way. Dean could aid Ziggler, try and like distract, like, how do I put it? Oh, rope break. Oh, that was not good ring awareness by Rollins. But as I was saying, like, Dean distracts Rollins. Like, just like try and talk to him like naturally like a man in his corner would. But then Dolph stills it. Gets a like roll up, and then Rollins and Dean have a like kind of brawl in the ring. That's another way it could go down. But to be honest, I think it would make more sense for Seth to win. And then he's like having this title above his head. He celebrating he's won the title again. It's like, oh yes, I've got it. Dean Ambrose is acting like he's really happy for him. And then he attacks Rollins. That's how you make more of an impact, in my opinion, between these men. But why do I think this? I don't know. It's just a little hunch I have in the back of my mind. But I do have a little bit of reasoning behind it. And the reasoning is, if you go back and watch the episode of Raw where, you know, Dean Ambrose returns, Seth Rollins like puts his hand out for like a Shield reunion. I don't know if it was completely by accident or Dean was just kind of too engrossed in his own. We don't know his character, but zigzagged by Dolph Ziggler. And then Dean Ambrose didn't even respect that. He just bashed past him like it was nothing. Like, Dean Ambrose was like in his own zone. They didn't like look like a coherent tag team. I don't know if that was kind of the buzz, like Dolph, you know what, Dean was trying to get off the fans, like trying to get the fans behind him, or he just simply forgot like what was going on and kind of just engrossed himself in his return. But it didn't look like their characters were clashing in like respect for one another, I guess. Having respect for one another. But look at that. Face buster. But so I would ideally want like, you know, Dolph to retain. And I think he would have done if Dean Ambrose didn't return. Oh. And why I think that is like he has Drew McIntyre in his corner. And that was going to be a big plus. But I think they purposely gonna make Rollins win now because he's got Dean return. If Dean didn't return, then I think that Dolph 100% would have gone over and beat Rollins. But now they got Dean, I think they're gonna have to make Dean credibility. But just as I say that, Seth Rollins has now got that Intercontinental Championship, at least in this match. But I really think that's going to happen at SummerSlam. Do you? Let me know in the comments. But look at these zigzags. This match was... oh, how do I word it? It's actually jaw-dropping. I thought there was going to be a count-out earlier in the match. But this match probably is the best one out of the predictions, I think. But I'm eager to know what you guys think in the comment section below. But look at this Baka bomb. Oh. And a ripcord knee. Oh. So beautiful. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Burn it down all you want, but I got a feeling that both men are going to come in factor. I think, or Drew McIntyre could end up costing Ziggler the title by accident. But I do think Seth Rollins is going to win and be your new Intercontinental Championship holder. So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. But if you could like, don't forget to comment. And let me know what you think of the match. If you're watching this after SummerSlam or for whatever reason, just watching it to support me, then I greatly appreciate it. But don't forget to comment your thoughts, like, share this video. If you haven't subscribed and you're new around here though, hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification icon on so you never miss a video. I've been Racing, and I'll see you in the next video. Burn it down!